Thanks everyone for coming. I'm Lon Bowie of Kawaii Lighting.
I'm Dawn Perdew of Cart.com.
And I'm Rosy Atwal of Maple Organics.
And I think you can tell us what we're talking about.
I'll lead this. I'm the moderator today. I'm the head of BD for Cart.com. And Cart.com is an end-to-end e-commerce solution to help customers sell products everywhere, whether that be on your website, through marketplaces, through shopping engines. That's what we do. We have 5,000 customers that are very happy. And these are two of them, actually. So just to get started, I would love to just start, if you don't mind, just a little bit of your background, how the story of Kawaii Lighting. It's a great story. I think you guys would appreciate.
So Kawaii Lighting, I'll tell you what we do first. We make our primary things are cute ring lights. So a lot of influencers, people that use ring lights, the circle light that you put your phone in, we make those but cute. And we started right before the pandemic hit. I was in China doing business. I have a Minecraft license to make Minecraft toys. So I was there visiting factories, vetting factories, just doing what I call China work, is like you gotta be there, be meeting people, because it's a lot harder to not do that. So I'm there doing that, and one of my goals is to find something new. There's an electronics market in Shenzhen, that are many electronics markets, that they come out with all the new tech, anything new you can think of. The buttons on your cell phone. Like you go into these places and it's just rows and rows and rows of buttons. Then the next floor down is rows and rows and rows of phone screens. And then the next row down is cases. It's like nuts how much new technology you've never heard of, you've never seen, is just sitting there in these places. It's all just showrooms. Showroom after showroom after showroom. And I'm there looking for something new. That's like, all anyone ever wants is, let me find something no one's ever found before. But that was my goal. And we end up finding a company making ring lights. We made a deal with them, and it was a cat-shaped ring light. No one had made them, sold them into the US.
That's right.
We brought them here, and then through my personal network of, I used to do filmmaking, so through my network of makeup artists and people like that, I gave the product to have them test it out. They loved it. Their clients end up loving it, and luckily their clients were people that had a lot of influence, some celebrities. They started using our product, talking about it, and then after about a year...
then he got on Shark Tank, and the game changed.
After about a year, we got contacted. We went through the whole process of going on Shark Tank. We did Shark Tank, got an investment from Barbara Corcoran, and then now we're just scrambling to catch up with all that.
Yeah, and I would love to have your story. It's a beautiful story. Go ahead and tell the audience.
Thank you. I think, first, can I get a show of hands? How many founders are in the audience? Okay, fantastic. You're the founder of Bush Balm? Oh my God, that's amazing. So what I've done is taken basically a very dear to heart story of mine and made a commercial entity out of it. And I think any one of you who are founders, typically you find that idea in some type of passion, something that you do and something that you love. And what's important to me is family, and what's important to me are my children. And so I developed a line of natural wellness products that are completely plant-derived. So we go up against the big pharmaceutical companies. We compete with Polysporin, Vaseline, Vicks VapoRub. We compete with Voltaren, Bengay, and we make fully plant-derived alternatives to those products. And we are approved by the FDA. We're approved by other regulatory bodies in other countries like Health Canada. And we can make claims on those products. And so we sit on shelf versus those conventional goods, and we're on a mission to convert every family's medicine cabinet to being a plant-based medicine cabinet. And that's what we do.
So I'm going to ask them a few questions because I think it's important for the panel. This is all about finding the right channel mix. And channel mix can be owned, earned, and paid. And then within paid, what is that? And that includes influencer, that includes live shopping, that includes marketplaces. So I'll start with the first question. And for you, Lon, how has your channel mix or approach changed this time last year to this time this year, knowing that you had the big spike of Shark Tank, but what's different for you?
So we started our business focusing on one channel, and that was our website. we were terrified of any other channels. We were like, Amazon, we could get returns. And then through the process of learning, we learned that Amazon would not have worked for our product because of shipping, and there's a lot of things that would make it not profitable. But we avoided. We were just like, we don't want to deal with Amazon. We don't want to deal with any channels. And at the time, that was the best decision we could have made because we would have lost a lot of focus. But once we had our business established, once we were making sales, the biggest goal we had was get to as many channels as possible. And I think the difference between last year and this year is more focus on, it's like budget. What do I have? Do I have time? Do I have money to try out new channels? I'm going to try every single channel I can that I think will work as a test. And then once the test is successful or not, then make a determination after that. But that's from last year to this year, it's more focus on more channels because we were really focused on just our website. We did a little bit of Amazon, and that's like, okay, we finally developed products that fit the Amazon, kind of what I'm just calling the Amazon like perfect fit. It's just the size and weight and everything that goes into it. We developed products specifically that work through the whole Amazon system to make it Prime friendly, essentially.
Thank you. Thank you. Same question for you. What's changed in your mix? And you might want to step a little bit back and tell them how you actually generate sales.
Starting a business that's a passion project means being really capital efficient from the beginning. Those of you who are founders and are out raising, you're looking at slippage in your equity stake. You're looking at, real tectonic changes in how your business scales. And so in those early days, what we did, I love to tell this story, is I actually tested out my product by selling it at home parties. So very similar to the Tupperware model, we would get a couple of people who are interested in the product, and we would actually say, you know what, don't buy it. Have 10 of your friends over, and we will do a product demonstration, and we'd love to just market to them. And in some of those parties, we were doing a few grand in sales. Just like, it was such an easy way to print money. And so that's how we started, Don, and that's been the way that we then were able to move up and scale up into more digital technologies.
Yep, okay, great. So next question for you guys, what are your thoughts on social commerce? Go ahead.
It's the most important to me right now. Our whole brand has been built. We hardly buy any ads. We've done some ad buys, but it just wasn't working the way we wanted it to. So we stopped, and we're pretty much reliant just on word of mouth, a tiny bit of affiliate marketing, but it's a big part of our business, but we don't do anything. Even non-affiliates, just customers. Every customer that comes to buy our product, we find that one of their friends ends up coming to buy one too, because it's the nature of the product. Well, what was the question?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. In terms of just like what social commerce, like live shopping.
Okay, social commerce.
Live shopping, is that a big part of what you do?
Oh my God, our live shopping is like the coolest thing ever. What we do, we'll go live. There's a bunch of different platforms that we've used, but lately what we've been doing is going live on our website to just sell. So we broadcast to Instagram, Twitch, and our website all at the same time. And we're dealing with customers come in and they'll just do customer service questions, and we just help them literally live. You just see me on a webcam and I'm just there working. And then when people come in, they chat with me and we sell them stuff all the time. It's really, really, I think a big part of the future is being literally that level of social, is having an online storefront that there's someone live there just like in a store.
Got it. How about you? What's your thought about that?
So back to that, it's amazing to hear, because social commerce, for me, the DNA of our company is social commerce because we started selling in the living room, right? And so now it's just about becoming tech-enabled. And so we took what used to be those reps that would do the home parties, and we then put them behind technology and allowed them to scale their business. And so working with suppliers like Cart.com, we're able to put all of these individuals behind the screen and provide them with the technology that they need to earn and bring those sales back into the company without having them, drive out and do markets and shows and that type of thing. So the social part is in our DNA, and then the tech part came from working with a proper technology solution to be able to really scale what's possible out there.
Got it. Thank you. Next question. I'm just going to keep asking questions. I hope these are the right questions for this audience. The next one, in terms of ROI. ROI meaning time, money, CAC, ROAS, CLV, all those buzzwords that we all know. Do you feel pressure to go on every channel, or like what's your approach? Where's your head at?
I think the pressure that I feel is just all self-pressure. It's like, I want to be in every channel. I just don't have the time and money to be in every channel. So having, like, well, what you guys are offering now, card.com is something that we're working on getting there with, because internally we just don't have the resources to test out every single marketplace.
Yeah,
and having someone to do that for us is going to be so great. Because the platforms that we have spent the time and money testing out that have failed, it's such a time suck out of the business, and we're a small team, so it really sucks to do it ourselves. So it's really good what you guys are doing.
Thank you. Same question for you. Do you feel a lot of pressure to like expand into every single marketplace across all shopping channels? Like, where's your next dollar? Where would you do it?
We're quite a data-driven company, and so we actually review spends on a weekly basis, cross-functionally, to see how that impacts our call center, our operations, our promotions, our affiliate sales. And so we do hear a lot of noise about, well, you need to be shoppable on this site and you need to be shoppable on that site. So we're always testing various channels and ensuring that we see the data there before we really turn the taps on. For us, what we have seen, because our target consumer is that mom buying products for her kids in the medicine cabinet, for us, it's still Instagram. Like, it's Instagram and it's Facebook. And there's a lot of hype around other channels. And so we're beginning to now test those through some of the technology that allows us to be efficient in doing that.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Can you tell us a little bit more about your affiliate model, if you don't mind?
Okay, so it's funny. I think I see people's jaw drop when they hear how we built our business, and it's not rocket science, but just be ready that it might shock you a little bit. We actually recruit marketers, so like influencers or like direct sales reps, like your Avon and your Tupperware. We recruit them through advertising on Meta, and then we quickly convert them into buying product packs within our company. So they actually pay for themselves the second that they get onboarded into our company. So it's already profit positive for us as a company. But what we've done now is, because of our technology solution, we've unlocked a compensation tool for them that allows them to earn money for, that new designer handbag they want, or they want to go to Mexico with their friends, or whatever it is. And by really good community engagement, which we do through Facebook community, and we do through our call center, and we do through really good rewards and recognition programs, we're able to keep them loyal, and we're able to keep them repeating purchases on a quarterly basis. So they stay active within our company, and therefore we grow their lifetime value. So when you look back at that cost of acquisition to bring them into the company, it prints money for you. And as long as your product is great and your proposition is good and you have great integrity, our business is growing like wildfire with that model.
And that would be applicable to more like products that you can repeat buy, right?
I think what's really important is that if you are going to go down that model, that you do have a repeatable product. So beauty is perfect, right? So beauty, you need to replenish every 90 days, whatever product you've got. As long as it's a repeatable, consumable product, it's a great model.
Yeah, you should check out her flow. It's a really good sales funnel specifically to recruit affiliates. It's pretty cool. Sorry to digress. I thought it was really cool. In terms of like things that you're thinking about testing and doing coming to this holiday, what's in your head? Like, what do you want to start doing?
What she's doing. I'm going to do that like right away. We've been doing affiliate marketing almost since day one, but all of our affiliates that we've gotten, they're influencers, they contact us, we sign them up, and then that's the end of the story. But by recruiting them and creating a training program for them, I'd rather spend $15, $20, $25 to acquire a salesperson than to acquire a customer. It's such a cool way of thinking about it. So this new stuff I'm gonna do.
and truth be told, he's already on marketplaces. That's his journey. He's expanding on marketplaces and shopping, and he's already on live shopping. They're at different places in their journey. And the same question goes towards you. what are you looking towards to do in the next 3 months between now and, say, January, and expanding your marketing and advertising?
So we're now in an interesting place where we have large brick and mortar clients, so like Walmarts and Kroger's and big clients now. So for us, and any entrepreneur will know, managing customer POs that are in the millions versus managing, direct sales DTC orders, and ensuring that supply chain is managed is absolutely critical to success. Like I can't stress that enough, and it's really, really important to make sure that customer service is still your number one. I know this isn't the question you asked me, but
No, it's okay.
Customer
It's okay.
service, people need to be happy. Your product has to arrive on time, in full, in great condition. It doesn't matter if they're ordering $1 million or $100. You need to deliver customer service, and so that's a big part for managing for us because we are growing, like I said, so quickly. So for the next 6 months for us, it's really about pumping on that channel that we've got and turning on the faucets in this affiliate space, and expanding into brick and mortar at the same time. We're in a really neat category where we are already the fastest growing at Whole Foods in this category, and we want to ensure that we maintain that status and keep going.
Great, thank you. And then she's also opening up into marketplaces is our next thing to do together, and shopping at channels. So yeah, it's interesting how they're at different stages of where their growth is, and they've gone about it 2 completely different ways. Yeah.
It's different, but I mean, at the end of the day, we just want more sales. We just want to sell out of everything we can manufacture.
Right. That's right. And it has to be at least a 3 or 4 to 1, right? Like 3 or 4 to 1 ROAS.
Yes.
Yeah, at least higher. Higher. All right, good. So then moving on down the line into the next question is, when you think about your balancing the challenge of impressions to quality customer and quality audience, how do you look at that, and what do you see? There's got to be different types of...
Most of our traffic, like I was saying, comes from some sort of social source, word of mouth of some sort. And that word of mouth is like our influencers. Some of our influencers have 5 to 10 million followers. They'll send us traffic. They'll post about us every single day for a week straight. We'll make 1 or 2 sales, which is like, if you're paying for this, it's horrible. Brand recognition, sure. But then I have other affiliates that are they have under 100,000. So a lot of people don't even consider them influencers. Maybe they'll call them micro-influencers. But there have been many of these people that have approached us. We've made deals with them, or some of them just buy our product. And these micro-influencers sell thousands, like $10,000 with 1 post. And we're like, what's the difference? And it's the quality of traffic. The people that are having 50 to 100,000 followers that are, I don't know if any of you know what shadow banning is, but you're suppressed in the algorithms of all these networks. And even that doesn't prevent these people from being great salespeople from us, because the people that follow them, the people that see their posts, the people that actually pay attention to them care that much that there's 50,000 active people following them, not, 5 million just casual followers. And those people convert just at an insane rate for us. And the way we identify them is testing. It's all testing. It's all numbers. It's all data. So we do test shot. Oh, that person, we got traction. Let's dump a whole bunch more efforts on that person. And it's all manual. It's all just us doing it, building relationships with people, looking at their history, taking chances, testing, all data.
Yep. How about you? Same question. When you think about the balancing of the quality of the impression could be your meta ad impressions versus what comes through the door, like leads and/or new affiliates. How do you look at that?
So we measure every step of the sales funnel at quite a granular level. Every week we meet cross-functionally and we look at the number of new salespeople/affiliates that we've recruited. And we have benchmarks to see how engaged they are through the process. So for example, have they logged into their dashboard? Have they changed their code and personalized it? Are they talking to our call center? Are they replying to our text messages? And we can really see the quality of the brand affinity very quickly. Like is this a real, mom who really wants to make money selling? Is this for real? Or is this, whatever, somebody signed up because it was late at night and they were just bored. So we can really quickly see that, and we're in continuous improvement. So every Wednesday morning we sit down and we look at how did we change our search parameters, what was trending that week, what was happening on TikTok, like what was happening that drove this traffic that gave us these people, because they are either above or below the benchmark that we need to see to have what we know is going to be a lagging indicator is the sales that they bring in, the kits that they order, and then how they engage in our community, how loyal they'll be, how long they'll stick around, and how strong of an advocate they are for our brand. So quality is really, really important, and it's something that we always track. And I would encourage you as well, especially if you're spending media dollars in your early days or your even more established days, you really want to ensure that you're maintaining those benchmarks so you're not slipping in quality.
Thank you. Let's talk about pain points. There's always pain points in every business. The question is at what size and what scale. Whether you're $1 million business or a $2 billion business, it's all different shades of gray at stages of growth. So for you, what's your biggest pain point in your day-to-day from a marketing perspective?
Again, we're a tiny, tiny team. So the biggest pain point is finding the time to actually do a lot of these things, which is where we just started outsourcing things.
Yeah.
So it's like my biggest pain point was solved by just rebudgeting and making sure we have money to pay for external services.
Yeah.
And it's still a big pain point because you're always like right there and you're like, okay, we need this, but in order to get that, we got to hire these people to do this. So
Yeah.
it's a pain point, but as we've grown, we've been able to fill all that out. So
Got it.
it's working.
How about you? What are your big pain points? I mean, you're in retail, right? You have D2C business, but like as a CEO, like what are those pain points that are relative to marketing?
I think what's relative to marketing for us is determining how we can optimize our community so that it serves all of our customers, right? When we get a major retail listing, one of our promises to that retailer is that we can actually bring foot traffic into their store, and that's because we have a community that will drive those people in there. And so marketing in an environment where you have brick and mortar retailers, where you have a strong DTC business, and then we have a strong, what you can call direct sales, single level marketing, affiliate, this space, you want to ensure that your community is being deployed to drive business across all three channels that doesn't compete with one another. Because if any one of them feels that they compete with one another, you can lose something really critical like a Walmart account, or you could lose something really critical in that way. So that's really, really important in managing marketing is, are all three channels in the business being served? Are they all being optimized? And are they all working together? Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Thank you. And just so everyone has a little bit of detail on Cart specifically, is we have technologies specifically where you can actually take your SKUs, we would scrape your site of all of your products, we would then configure them for all marketplaces, Amazon, Target, Walmart, etc. So then your products can be sold on all marketplaces. That's one part of the Cart.com solution. The other part of it is to enable you to actually sell everywhere through shopping, whether that be through TikTok, Insta, Pinterest, Google Marketplaces. So enabling you to sell everywhere is really the Cart mission, and that's why I want to make sure you heard from entrepreneurs of different shades and different sizes of growth. That's pretty much all for us, but I wanted to open up the room. Does anyone have any questions for us? We're very open. Anyone have any questions?
Does Cart work with Shopify?
Yes.
I would love to help answer this. So
Yes.
I don't work for Cart. I'm a client of Cart because, and I'll tell you guys super honestly, we were super resistant in the beginning because we didn't want to work with a company that's going to try to take over and do every little component, because they offer, I mean, soup to nuts, they offer it all, from fulfillment, warehousing, marketing, everything you can imagine. And I'm like, I don't want all that. And they're like, that's not what we're doing for you. We're going to do for you what you need. Where are you lacking? And then we had meetings and we determined the parts we were lacking in, and those are the things that we went for with them. And it's really nice to work with people that are super smart, genuinely nice, and not there to just sell you stuff. They're there to make you more money. And it's like, it's so nice. Because ever since Shark Tank, we get literally every day get marketing companies reaching out to me with the coolest pitches I've ever seen. But it's really in their best interest. While with Cart, it was really obvious from the beginning, their best interest is making me money. And it's so nice.
Thank you.
You guys really proved yourself, and I was super skeptical.
Yeah, you were. He was very skeptical. But yes, you can. We are agnostic. Whatever shopping platform you have, our job is to help you sell everywhere. That's all we care about, honestly. Yeah. There's a question in the back.
Oh man.
I would love to give you my mic if you want it.
I'm gonna walk down there.
We're coming to you. Come on down. It's like, let's make a deal, if anyone remembers that.
I actually had a question about your influencer programs and your affiliate marketing programs, both of you. It sounds like you guys are really strong on conversion and not just brand awareness. I'd love to know a little bit more about how you're tracking it. And if you use promo codes, how long do you allow those promo codes to be around so that they're not ending up on retail?
Are you asking how we track brand awareness?
No, how are you tracking the conversions?
Okay.
So conversion rate on the website?
Your conversions for your affiliate programs and your influencers. Are you giving them tracking links? Are you using promo codes? How are you getting that conversion on your affiliates?
So we are powered by an affiliate management piece of software that we use that identifies the type of compensation scheme we want to give to particular affiliate groups. And so that software is integrated into Shopify, and we're able to read the metrics as they evolve through the journey of being in the business. And so in kind of multi-level marketing or single-level marketing, there are some industry benchmarks around, you always want to have 20% of your affiliates being active, and then you define active as, $199 a month or $500 a month in sales. And you always want to take benchmarks like that and always be making sure that you're seeing where things are going. So the metrics that we use are all triggered through technology, but they don't need to be. If you're starting, I started with a Google spreadsheet. Okay, they do not need to be. So if you're just starting, you'll get the technology when you're ready, but you can use a Google spreadsheet, right? And just pivot tables and all that. And so use those and see who's signing in, who's doing what we call, it's so funny, it's like I'm giving a sales training, what we call income producing activities. So how many, I know, it's so embarrassing. So how many TikTok videos or how many Instagram reels did that affiliate post that talk about having used the product? Did she post about education, testimony, who she shared it with, why she loves it, product, ingredient, truth? And then we're able to look at that and say, she did 4 income producing activities, which we know result in this many dollar sales per activity, and she did it. And so based on that, I should know if 40% of my people do that, this should be my net result in revenue. So you can track all this. You don't need fancy technology to do it, but once it's going to get to a point where it will grow too big and then you can't do it through Google spreadsheet. But the more you build into measuring and redeploying, the smarter you'll be in making business decisions. And then one day if you have to bring in an investor, you can speak to your business, and believe me, you will really impress them if you know, if you know your metrics in that way and you know your business that well, you'll blow their mind. So brand awareness will come, just build a really strong, smart business first.
I'm going to add a little bit more to your question, because I'm imagining you're on an affiliate platform, perhaps, and that's why you're not getting the tracking codes. If she can just come on up, it's okay. We're all friends here.
I started with a really shitty software called Lead Dino. I'm still using Lead Dino. I don't really recommend it, but it's cheap and it works.
We like Pepper Jam. We work with Commission Junction. We work with Rakuten. We work with all of them. We're agnostic to the platform. We're agnostic to the platform is my answer. But go ahead with your question.
Well, actually, right now I'm going back and forth between. We tried affiliate for a while, didn't work out well. We are using influencers right now, but we can see the visibility, but the conversion is difficult to measure. And in some ways, because we are working with a lot of nano influencers and micro influencers, in a perfect world, TikTok doesn't have that direct link. You have to go to bio, all of this stuff. So it's hard to track. And in a perfect world, you use a promo code, but those promo codes end up on coupon sites.
We ran into the same issues.
Yeah.
What we did, that's why we started using Lead Dino, because I was like, what is just the cheapest out there that'll get the job done? And it was. What it provides for you are links, so people that can use links, and they also do, everything's tracked through coupon codes, and it's all tracked through their system. And all the major platforms are going to do this way better than Lead Dino. But
that's true.
but it's still working for us.
Yeah,
so someday we're going to switch. But everything is tracked through the software immediately. The second someone uses a coupon code on our website, Lead Dino sends an email to the affiliate saying, congratulations, you made a sale. So it is all tracked through the system. Are you using any software at all to track now?
Well, technically we have Share a Sale, but some of the influencers aren't comfortable getting on Share a Sale. So it's that
training
balance.
your influencers. We're bad at it. I think they're really good at it.
Yeah. Hers is not.
Not training.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you can do really well is you can have your community train each other, and so
that's exactly right.
Yeah, that for us, like that Facebook community page,
You bring them together.
We're like sign up for the group, and then we welcome them, we introduce them, we're like, where are you from, all that kind of stuff. And people love to be seen as experts in their community. So encourage people to ask questions in the community, and your experts will stand up and answer them for you. So you don't need to be on it all the time. I also started with Lead Dino, okay? Because every entrepreneur is like, what's my cheapest solution? So you use it. And yeah, it works. It'll give you the referral links, and it's cheap, but sooner rather than later, I would look for a better solution.
Are there any other questions? We've
Or after the talk, find us.
Find us.
Talk to us. We'll be out and about, so please ask questions.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. Thank you.
Thanks for
Good
coming.
luck.
Bye.